everybody, Josh the RV Nerd here at Bish's RV, and I gotta tell you, I was looking through all the videos that I've made for the 2024 camping season, and there have been some awesome new fifth wheels out there. So what I thought I'd do today is make a quick collection of my top 5 personal favorite nerd preferred new floor plans introduced for the 2024 camping season. This is not to say these are the best 5 out there, and they're really in no particular order. They're just a collection of cool things looking back that I thought was really neat, and I kind of wanted to revisit here. So if you're sort of getting your feet wet, kind of wondering where to start, this might be a thing where you can, get a taste for a few other models, because we're going to take a handful of about short, roughly 2-minute tours on each of these, flying through them real fast. And if you'd like to see more detailed information on these, check the links in the video description where we have our full walkthrough video tours, as well as links for pricing and availability. First up today for your consideration and potential viewing pleasure is Arcadia. Now, Arcadia first kind of came out with a lot of fanfare, then it got kind of quiet from them. Now they've got some new blood running that team, and I think that they are a brand that you want to keep your eyes on. I think the next couple years, you're going to see them get more aggressive, more innovative, and more exciting. And this year, they came out with their spin on one of my personal favorite Cougar floor plans, and overall, I think they did a pretty good job. I will tell you, the footage you're about to see, they are potentially changing from like a desk to a more traditional dining situation, but regardless, I think this is an absolutely fantastic floor plan. Hey everybody, Josh the RV Nerd with Bish's RV, welcoming you back once again, or just saying hi for the first time. It's the first time you've tuned in. Brand new Arcadia floor plan here, very similar to their sister, the Cougar, but what I like about what Keystone does, like Forest River, Rockwood, and Flagstaff are the same, Salem and Wildwood are the same, and there's like multiple other examples. At Keystone, they're sisters, they're not clones of one another, and they kind of took some of the feedback that I saw people leave on Cougars and said, hey, we kind of like that, I think we'll try it. One of the major things they did here, if you look at this, it has a very large campsite window, which is awesome. When you're sitting on that sofa, if you just want to look outside, you can. It's great. But it's a power televator, so the TV's not pie high in the sky and wrecking your neck every time you want to look at it. And you don't normally find features like that in this class because that interferes with the dining. So what they did below that entire gigantic picture window, they put this giant extended, you could use it like kitchen counter, but basically it's lowered down to be like dinette level, dining level, table level, and there's 2 chairs there and 2 additional chairs if you want to have a couple guests over. So this could be, it's really best to use, I think, as a couples model, but you have some guest entertainment capacity on something like this in a smaller rig that's like under 30 feet. Now the total weight of this is just under 10,000 pounds due to the hitch weight. I'm probably still going to recommend a 3/4 ton. Very few fifth wheels do I feel comfortable saying, yeah, that's half-ton towable without really diving into the numbers on the truck specifically. But if you're going to be towing and going, the travel access on this, the size, the running gear, it's made for that. This year they've also bulked up on their solar package and improved that a little bit. And overall, Arcadia just doesn't feel like it did last year. They feel like they're really getting serious. And the thing is, I kind of feel like they're just getting started, and it's only going to keep getting better. Next up here, Grand Design's Reflection fifth wheels have been a leader in the marketplace for the last at least half-dozen years. I think that's pretty safe to say. They just came out with their new 100 series, and actually what's funny is the smallest and lightest of them, I personally think is the best model because they put a little bit of a half twist on it to make it do that one special thing that I've never seen another builder do with that layout before. This one cracked the code and gives you the travel access that nobody else I've ever seen with this floor plan does. Stay tuned, I think you're gonna like what you see. Hey everybody, Josh the RV Nerd of Bish's RV here. Last year this was called the 226 Reflection 150 series. They have come out with a whole new series this year, the new Reflection 100 series. And what this is, it's their kind of like mean, lean, and clean, more price effective, everything that matters and nothing that doesn't series. But here's the thing, I'm not really sure what isn't exactly present here as compared to what you had seen from years past. So what we've got here is a fifth wheel that is less than 7,000 pounds dry, has like 3,000 pounds of available cargo carrying capacity, so you can really load this sucker up. They reworked the slide from the previous incarnation of this, the 226 reflection, to this new one right here, so that you can walk around the slide when it is closed to get to your bedroom and get to your bathroom for travel access. And I've never seen any other builder of this floor plan do it. This is the shortest fifth wheel I know of in the marketplace right now, with full travel access, at least in terms of anything conventional, not like some weird egg fifth wheel camper kind of thing. You still have a 180 watt solar panel up on the roof, just kind of keeping the battery topped off. And if you are going to camp untethered a little bit, it will help offset some of that 12 volt compressor fridge draw that you have on this one. But that's the thing, this is a short RV with a good kitchen, good living space, easy towability factors, and it still has auto leveling. When you start talking a lot of these more, price aggressive kind of fifth wheels, a lot of times you're losing out on features like that. So if you've had a big fifth wheel with auto leveling and then try to go back to one without, it's just not super fun. This is one where you can downsize without feeling like you're making a bunch of sacrifices. But there is this one big, giant, almost very home-style floor plan that I've always personally really loved. I've just never had a chance to ever put my camera to it until recently here, and that came in the form of a new Jayco Pinnacle. Now, they're not necessarily the originators of this floor plan. I just think that they happen to really, really nail it. It has everything I think you could ever want in a house wrapped up into something that you could pull around the road behind you, albeit big. Still very cool. It takes a lot for me to be caught just flat speechless. This is hands down the most residential looking and feeling floor plan I've ever seen Jayco make, ever. Hello everybody, Josh the RV Nerd of Bish's RV down here at Jayco today, and it takes a lot to leave me kind of dumbfounded like that. This is beautiful. Like, if you are looking for a true full-timing RV experience, you want the comforts of home, away from home, you want to roll the home, that's where this thing comes in. This new Pinnacle right here, it's not necessarily a new floor plan in the industry. It's the first time Jayco's attempted this floor plan, and I feel like they nailed it because they got to copy off of everybody else's test and really, really dial this thing in right from the start. So first of all, over on the camp side of this big wide body beauty, you've got a mega slide where it's a like a dinette and a literal legit desk space and part of your kitchen. The entire rear of this thing, the kitchen just wraps around you, and it is amazing. The storage, the countertop, the prep space. Pinnacles now have a factory standard dishwasher included in them, and the little details like the way that they include the wastebasket, the cutting board, that stuff is amazing. But the living room don't suck. Instead of the same hide-a-bed and theater seat that everybody else does, they went with this wraparound L lounge, and buddy, I love that thing. That just takes me back. Growing up as a kid, we had a big wraparound lounge very similar to that thing, and it hit me in the member berries right away. Not to mention the fact that, like, yes, you can sit down on it, you can do all the normal sofa stuff, but you can just lay down, you can relax, you can stretch out, you can nap. It's what you want for a longer extended stay kind of situation. But the half bath isn't like, it doesn't feel like you have a toilet in the kitchen. You've got that front bedroom with the bathroom ensuite beyond that, and it is a big old luxury ensuite in that thing. Not to mention the fact, of course, you have your washer and dryer hookups there and every other thing. There is they now have anti-sway, they have ABS standard on these. We're already cranked up to 11. I don't even know where they're at now. They're up there. But there was this one model that came out from Cougar right at the very beginning of the 2024 camping model year, basically, and somehow I think it flew under the radar. And I don't think this thing ever really seems to have enjoyed its stay in the sun, not to the degree that I feel it deserves. It's a new floor plan from Cougar. It's basically the big brother version of that Arcadia that we looked at, coming in with a bed slide under 32 feet and just awesome counter space and travel access. This thing's a rock star, man. This new model is like everything I think I've ever heard somebody ask for, all wrapped up into one. Hello and welcome everybody, Josh the RV Nerd with Bish's RV, down here with a brand new Cougar floor plan. I called it last year when they came out with the 23 MLE Cougar half-ton fifth wheel. I said this is going to be their best-selling fifth wheel, but a lot of people said I really like it, but I kind of wish it had things like a fireplace or a bed slide and washer-dryer prep. Well, guess what, Carol Baskin? That's exactly what this one is right here. So the 23 MLE Cougar still exists. This is its big brother up in the full Big Cat Cougar line, and basically what they've done here is they've kind of redesigned the entertainment bar station, created like a little couple's dining desk situation that overlooks some campsite windows. They've given it a couple chairs and it folds open and functions as a desk. It has ridiculous amounts of countertop and kitchen space and storage. The TV, Cougar continues to listen way ahead of the curve. The TV actually drops down so it's not this crazy high neck wrecker. And up front, they gave it the full Big Cat Cougar upper deck with the larger bathroom, the full queen or king bed slide, stackable washer dryer capable, full front closet, all the things that the 23 MLE, yeah, you know me, just couldn't do because of its size. This one does by default. Now here for the new 24 season, they have also done some things like they've actually improved their solar package. Everything went up by 10% and the charge controller by default is double what it used to be. So you now have 220 watts of standard solar, but you can go 440, 660, and there's some inverters that come along the way when you start going into those big packages, and Keystone kind of continues to lead the push and the charge in that area. But this model gives us no slides on the campsite of the RV, like awesome campsite function. When the slides are closed, you have amazing slide closed accessibility. This RV has very few Achilles heels, but it's not flawless necessarily. And I am going to try to show you where there might be a couple little hiccups along the way. So if you like seeing the good with the bad, even as I'm like excited, sorry, I like new things. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get started because this one's fun, son. But before we finish up here, I do want to give a quick kind of honorable mention to the Jayco North Point series. This last year, we saw a ton of manufacturers trying to find ways to scale back and peel back and do less and less on their RVs. And North Point said, forget that. Not only did they kind of push forward a little bit, but they also completely re-engineered their entire lineup to move from a standard 8-foot wide body to a full 102-inch max width body, like some big giant toy hauler. Along with that, the other things they've done, like with their sound system and getting away from pleather, they absolutely deserve a look. And I might leave a link to say like the 310 RLTS, a very rank and file but very, very good floor plan from them in the video description. Even a totally different bedroom closet. You really want to check that out. But to kind of finish the list, one that I think really makes a bang, an impact, and a splash is something that I've seen tried, I feel, unsuccessfully in the past. I feel that one of the newest fifth wheel manufacturers out there has just absolutely knocked out of the park and shown that really the only limits are just what you can imagine out there nowadays. Hello everybody and welcome. Josh the RV Nerd here with Bish's RV down here at Brinkley today. I was invited down once again to get you the very first look at this new 3400 Model Z by Brinkley. And they have really started to, I think, find their stride and break the common molds of the industry. I can't tell you how many people I've seen comments saying, man, I would love to have a patio on an RV, but I don't need a toy hauler. Brinkley answered, and what's awesome about this is it basically has everything that the Z3100 has. It just adds a really cool outside party patio situation on this thing. And we're going to get to see a bunch of new updates that have taken place since our last Brinkley video because they've been doing some improvement inside and outside. So obviously the focal point on this one is that rear patio, but what's awesome is it still has like a roll down screen wall if you want to kind of keep the patio open but keep the bugs out. It's got kind of like what I'm going to call a little wet bar. Not a full-on outside kitchen, although the RV obviously has a propane cooker hooker with it. Up top, you've got that 370-watt solar panel, 50-amp charge controller, so you could double up on that solar if you wanted. And it is like basically fully inverter prepped, and we're going to dive into that more as we go. They are now using hydraulic leveling on all Z models, so this supersedes anything that you've seen on the channel before. No more electric leveling on the Zs. And this living room is amazing. The campsite of the RV is one gigantic buffet bar, basically. But with the help of that power televator, You've got entertainment when you want it, and it's gone when you don't. But that's the thing. This RV has true 3-zone entertainment. You've got rear party smart TV, living room, bedroom smart TV, and they've got a new key block function going on all the Zs now, where if you want to add a 4th zone, you could do that. And there is a ton of stuff to cover on this one. It is a big, beautiful rig, and I cannot wait to bust through the whole thing with you. But it does have, like any RV, there's a couple things that I think you need to consider. I want to show you the good with the bad as we go, and I'll volunteer something real quick here. The travel access on this to things like the kitchen is probably not going to be the very best, but the good news is there's other Z models that can solve for that for you if that's a really important feature for you. In the meantime, we need all the feedback that we can get to share with Brinkley, because your input on these videos continues to develop this product. And if you like how we get down here and still show you the good with the bad, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like our video. Let's get going. So before I freeze to death, I'm gonna wrap this up right here, and I would ask you, which one of these is your favorite, or what is your favorite new fifth wheel, or just favorite fifth wheel in general right now? If I don't have a video on it, maybe it's one I need to get on my hit list and take my own eyeballs and take a look at it. Who else's eyeballs was I gonna look at it with? I don't know. Obviously, my brain's freezing up here, so I'm gonna let you go. Check the links in the description. Anything else I can do for you? If there's a certain category like this you'd like me to try to dive into, I'll see what I can come up with for the year. Can't promise to get to them all, but I'm open to suggestion. So until then, take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone. I'm freezing.